best of breakfast. This is the only station where you get it as it is. This is where we discuss all of the issues that you're passionate about, dispassionately, without fear or favor. Indeed, it's the 4th day of the month of June, the year 2026. So we're already halfway through the year 2026. And like I keep saying every time when I introduce a conversation, that you should be asking yourself by now if indeed all of the things that you planned to do, where are you at the moment? Does it look like you're going to be able to achieve them, or does it look like you'd have to revise your plan for the year? We're already halfway through the year, so perhaps it's time for you to start doing a deep introspection and start asking yourself the relevant questions. Yesterday marked exactly 11 years after the June 3rd disaster that took away so many lives. As a country, of course, some individuals marked that day, and we still do remember and commemorate that particular June 3rd disaster. And we say never again should we ever have to witness such a situation ever in the history of our country again. Unfortunately, yesterday we had another heavy downpour, some buildings collapsing, some fire in the central business district, flooding almost in most parts of the city. And it brings us back to the conversation of flooding again and again. And if you listened to us yesterday, remember we talked about it, that a newspaper that I saw a few weeks ago, sometime in the 80s, with the headline, "Accra floods again." And I'm asking myself, if in the 80s the city was flooding, crying out loud, this is 2026. We should not be having such conversations again. So what really is the problem? His Excellency the President, giving his remarks in the UK, did make mention that indiscipline happens to be part of the problem. And I agree that indiscipline, to a large extent, is too much, not just amongst the citizens, but also among the people who occupy offices, who should be doing the right things. If people are not supposed to build in waterways, do not give them permits. And so the indiscipline also starts from there. So it's a long chain. It's a conversation we can have over and over and over again, but we've got to do better, really, as a people, as far as these things are concerned. So today our show would largely center on the conversations around flooding in the capital city and in the country in general. And then after that, we'll also have a conversation about the Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign that is set to take place on the 5th of June. I would have Daniel join us here in studio this morning with some members of his team for us to have a conversation about this campaign that they're embarking. Last year, we had a similar conversation. Today, we're going to have the same conversation again. Let me quickly take you through what the weather is saying this morning, and then we'll come and look at a few headlines, and then I can share my word of motivation with you this morning. So the temperature this morning is 26 degrees Celsius. It is still raining out there. In some parts of Accra, it's raining heavily. In some parts, they're just receiving light showers, but it's still raining out there. And my advice to you is that if it's not necessary for you to step out, especially if you live in a neighborhood that's not safe for you to go out and be able to come back home, please stay at home. Call your bosses and explain your situation to them. Your life is precious. Don't kill yourself over a job where you'll be replaced the next day if you are no more. So take precaution. Call your bosses, or 4 p.m. when the rains would, of course, give some way for a little dryness. And so if it's not necessary, if it's not important, if it's not a priority, please just stay at home. Stay where it is safe. If your home is not safe, go and live with a friend, go and live with a relative. If you can afford to do a guest house or something, or hotel, perhaps that would be the safest option for you. Take it. But most important thing is that we want you safe and sound. Of course, let's quickly take a look at some headlines that are making rounds this morning. Ghanaian woman in ICU after alleged xenophobic attacks in South Africa. This is from the High Commissioner. Black Stars, we're told, have left for the United States of America in preparations for the World Cup that's set to begin sometime next week. Supreme Court dismisses Imani's case challenging President's appointment of IGP, Director of Prisons, and others as lacking merit. And the High Court has set July 3rd for the judgment in the Wontumi Samreboy Galamsey case. And so cross-examination and all of that have ended. July 3rd would have a judgment on the fate of Enkwi Bosuakun, aka Chairman Wontumi. The Ministry of Health has summoned the CEO of the Komfo Teaching Hospital over temporary suspension of new admissions at hospital's accident and emergency center. And just as I intimated earlier, 11 years on, Ghana remembers 154 lives lost in June 3rd flood and fire tragedy. The Ghanaian High Commission in South Africa has released a list of the second batch of evacuees set to return from South Africa on June 7. That's just 3 days from today. And of course, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, met the British King Charles, in London. And so that's also another one of the news making rounds today. Let's quickly take a look at our word of motivation. I take this one from Machona Diliwayo, and it says, your mind shines brightest when you enlighten others, your heart when you encourage others, your soul when you elevate others, and your life when you empower others. I'll take it again. Your mind shines brightest when you enlighten others, your heart when you encourage others, your soul when you elevate others, and your life when you empower others. And now let's take it one line, after the other, and get deeper into it. It says that your mind shines brightest when you enlighten others, when you educate people, when you open people up to the realities of a lot of things that they do not know, when you give people information that they do not have. What you're doing is not only helping those people, but you're also opening up your mind. And that's when your mind shines brightest. For a lot of us who are students back, we're still students anyway, but for a lot of students who tell you that they are able to comprehend whatever it is that they are taught in the classroom when they teach some of their colleagues. And so when you pick this particular line, that your mind, it shines brightest when you enlighten others. So the more you teach people, the better you understand the things that you learn, the better you appreciate it. And so the more information that you give to people, your mind also shines brightest. Remind me, I would say a verse from the Holy Quran that corroborates this particular statement. Then we pick it from there, and then we pick the next line that says that when you encourage others, your heart, when you encourage others. Now, when you're able to motivate someone, when you're able to push someone, when you're able to urge someone, when you're able to inspire somebody to believe in themselves, that they can do something, you feel something good in your heart. You feel great in your heart. You're happy, as a person, that you're able to encourage people to do something that they thought they could not do. And we pick the next line that says that your soul when you elevate others, and your life when you empower others. You see, there's a certain thing about empowerment that most often than not we fail to see. And some people within some spaces feel that when they empower other people, those people become competition to them. But that's the mistake we make. Because the beauty in empowering other people and the beauty in elevating other people is that it makes our life even easier. It makes our lives even better. Because what that means is that those people that you're empowering, those people that you're elevating, they do not become a burden on you. They too get to stand alone. In fact, at some point, they even help you to empower other people as well. Such that if you empower an individual today, you do not have to be the one spending time and resources empowering the third person. But that person that you empowered, they also take it up upon themselves and empower another person. And that person also empowers another person. Then it becomes an entire value chain, right? It becomes an entire lineage of people that you have empowered just by virtue of the fact that you have empowered one person. And so if you have the opportunity, if you have the power, if you have the resources, if you have what it takes, please and please and please, if you're watching me this morning, take it upon yourself to empower people. Take it upon yourself to elevate people. Take it upon yourself to share knowledge with people. take it upon yourself to encourage people, tell them that they can do it, inspire people. That is the only way that our world can get better. That is the only way that our world can get better. So please, if you're watching me this morning, that's what I have to share with you this morning. That let us empower people. Let us encourage people. Let us share knowledge with people. And ultimately, let us elevate people. It's the only way that our lives can get better. My name is Euro Adams Karim. Stay with us. There's more on the show for you.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
The Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with your mission of reparations, not a handout, but to acknowledge. But we're gonna do it not just reggae style, we're gonna do it high life. A high life remix by me, Graham Morgan of Morgan Heritage. Oh, President Mahama, I thank you for saying what you said at the United Nations. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Zimbabwe, not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Hello, across the ocean, torn from the land. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But your light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Africa crying out loud. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it, Lord. Across the ocean, I was torn from the land. There was chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But your light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, Africa, and the Caribbean as one. Now a new day of justice is born. Papa Mahama, Africa is crying out. Now a new day of justice is born. I love you.
You welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe.
It's a very, very cold and wet morning here in the capital city. Or if you are home, you will stay at home. Stay at home. I'm wanting enough flat day. I want for your car. If I tell you how people have suffered before they've got into this place today, we will lift up prayers of thanksgiving for them. Anyways, let me introduce one man that's very soon will be creating a GoFundMe account for him. Let's get him a pickup. There's a reason I'm saying pickup. Which brand do you want? Nissan. Not as much. Yeah. So that he can bring it, he can drive through the waters, come to work, drive it to Ho and to Logbatuta.
Yeah. Say that again, the Logbatuta.
Logbatuta. Yeah. That is, if I want to land there, will you people give me?
Yeah.
You dash it to me or
oh, we'll give you free.
Free.
Fala. Yeah. It's a hilltop.
I want.
Oh yeah, you love it. You love it.
Oh no, me driving to the place where I loved it.
Imagine putting up a very good, just like where we have Volta Serene, Sky Plus, African Hill, and all of that. Just imagine putting up something beautiful on top of that.
Yeah.
You love it. You really love it.
I'm going to look for investors and come. But
I mean, myself, I'm looking for investors to come. Yeah. You know, aside the mountain and whatever, there are, I mean, you know already that there are these tourist sites, the caves, the waterfall, and all of that. So it's a beautiful place. You should come.
Yeah. Anyways, good morning.
Charlie, good morning. There is nothing good about the morning, but so morning. Let me say morning. Let me say morning. If you say good morning, there are people who are wailing and crying. I mean, going through all kinds of stress this morning.
I know.
Now, in as much as we may be a bit safe, others didn't. I mean, others didn't have it easy at all. I mean, monitoring events from the screens last night, it was terrifying. I mean, I was on phone with Steven throughout. At a point, I had to just sleep off. As at 12 midnight, almost 1 a.m., Steve was still on his way home. Because he had to go through the challenges. And you know, he lives around the Dodowa stretch.
Yeah.
So he uses East Legon, Adringano to Lakeside, and then all of that. Lakeside was flooded yesterday. And stupidly, forgive me for that language, even though we are commiserating with people, I feel that sometimes we act without using our gumption. How many times have we not sat here to caution drivers, motor riders, and other road users that, Charlie, the rains will be hard. When you realize the place is flooded, don't ride or don't drive through it.
Yeah.
People rode through that flood and water carried them away.
No.
Yes. About 2 from reports, 2 or 3 around that area, around the lakeside area. How many times do we have to caution people? How many times do we have to advise people that, look, you will die? When I placed an order yesterday around 7 p.m. to 8 thereabout, the response I got was that the delivery could not be done because of the poor nature of the weather. Good. So why would you, a rider, be forced to ride through the rain? And how much? You will die. Now, there are some deaths, and we bring them to one body. We could avoid them. Why would you even want to drive through?
Yeah.
The thing is dangerous. You have seen videos. You have heard stories. Why do you want to play the hero? You get it? Then after that, you come and blame Satan. I always tell you, look, we need to listen to Satan. We need to hear his side of the story. Because some of the things we do and come back to blame him there. You know, but that being said, now this issue about Wednesdays, 3rd June, and all whatever in Ghana, it is serious matter.
Very, very, very serious.
This is what I don't understand. Why do we always record these fires? You know, because yesterday a lot of things happened.
A lot.
Aside the flood, aside what happened in Adenta, there was another fire around CBG. That's Tudu. Yes. Throughout, I mean, Charlie, big ups to Ghana National Fire Service, man.
Yeah.
I saw King Alex, right? Yes, what's his name? The PRO.
Yeah.
He was there yesterday with his men and the other people as well. Big ups to you people. You guys are doing so well. One thing I asked myself, can we resource them more than what they have at the moment? Can we pay critical attention to Ghana National Fire Service? Can we channel the way we have channeled money into the Big Push project?
Yeah.
Can we channel money into the Ghana National Service? What's the name? Ghana National Fire Service, Café, so that they get more equipment to fight some of these fires. When a disaster struck at Adenta, they were there.
Yeah.
There were other agencies as well. Can we resource them because we need them? Now I feel that these guys have been underutilized. And the reason why they have been underutilized is because they don't have the equipment. Where is the heli? Do we have one? As a country, do we have one? Because look at the enclave that the fire happened yesterday, the market area. How will cars even go through? How will the fire, is it tender?
Yeah.
Go through? Look at the alignment, the positioning of sheds in the market. How would they go? But if you have a heli, it is very easy to pass through, fly over, sprinkle the water. We've seen it. Maybe in movies, but Karen has traveled to Abuchi several times. He may tell us more about it. But I think it's time we pay critical attention to the Ghana National Fire Service. Mind you, they don't just fight fire. When there is an accident on the road, Ghana National Fire Service will be there to, cut open the car, pull out the bodies and whatever. And these people are not well equipped. They are the least respected workers in Ghana, aside teachers. We can't continue like this. We'll talk about the human activity that is contributing to the flood issue.
Yeah.
We are just being a bunch of irresponsible people. And look, let's not mince words. Where there is a need for us to call people out, let's call them out. We can't continue like this as a country. I feel bad. Once the president is outside the country selling Ghana beyond whatever, this is what is happening. I'm not happy this morning at all. I feel so bad as a Ghanaian waking up. And then the same things we spoke about, when it happened, which year was that?
2013.
2013? So how many years now? And we are back to the story.
It's 13
I have forgotten the year anyway. Either 13 or no, it's 15.
15.
Because 13 you go back around. Yes, so 15. Yes, 15 to 2016. And we are back to that same story. And this time around, it is not at one particular place.
Yeah.
The disaster was all over.
No, but
like I mentioned,
let me share this with you from the Ghana National Fire Service.
Okay.
Our fire and floods from last night into this morning. So number one, this one from Medina Fire Station. They said around 5:40 p.m. firefighters
yesterday.
Yes. Responded from the Medina Fire Station. Responded to two separate flood incidents. So Oyarifa KB Junction and Old Ashoma near Boshe Church. In total, 9 persons were trapped by flood waters but were successfully rescued without injuries. So that is one. 2, Kanda Post Office area.
Where is Kanda TV?
Kanda
yes, around
TV area.
Okay.
Yes. So 9:49 p.m. Wednesday, firefighters swiftly contained the fire involving underground cables behind the self-contained residential facility at Kanda Post Office. No casualties were recorded.
Okay.
Now 3, Oyarifa around 6:30.
After the 5:30 incident.
After the 5:30, Oyarifa again. Medina Fire Station also responded to a fire involving a ECG meter board within a residential facility at Oyarifa. The fire was successfully contained at about 6:30 p.m. with no reported casualties. Now let's go to Makola.
Okay. The big one.
12:50 Thursday. That is Makola, not Tudu.
Okay, so there was another one in Makola.
Makola is different from Tudu. So this one is a fire involving a shop opposite Accra City Fire Station. So that's where closer to
the CBG.
Makola Fire Station.
Okay.
Oh, that one is at the other side, the police people area. So they said that at Makola it was already extinguished upon arrival of firefighters about 12:50 a.m. The items
that's
in the shop
into this morning. This morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Items in the shop were partially damaged. Cause it's under investigation. Then 1:56 a.m. Nungwa Coastal. Firefighters of the Trade Fair Fire Service Station responded to a fire involving a residential structure near the police station near Nungwa Coastal. Upon arrival at 1:56 a.m., a single room and a porch used as kitchen were found partially bent with their contents. No casualties were reported. Again, 4:03 a.m., Kuntuse Satellite. Firefighters from the Amasaman Fire Station responded to a fire involving an ECG pole with installed meters at Kuntuse Satellite The meters were completely bent. The cause of fire is under investigation. And so far, this is what they reported. So they said,
and this is just Greater Accra.
Night, exactly. Throughout the night, fire service workers have not slept.
So you see the need to
so imagine these people are very resourced.
Yeah. Yes, now.
No, but kudos to the firefighters and the officers. I understand the fire that happened at Tudu. One of the officers got bent. Like, we really wish you speedy recovery. And I don't know, but honestly, Ghana National Fire Service, I don't know how long we'll keep talking about resourcing them. Always as one promise after the other, one promise after the other, one promise after the other.
Can they stop displaying their whatever during parades, during 6 March? I don't know if you get my point.
I get it.
Why I'm arguing from that angle is that you always showcase to us that you have this equipment, you have this, you have that, you have this, you have that. So maybe in the minds of other people who are supposed to provide, but you already have it.
But they don't.
They don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't. And you see, there is one problem I have with the security agencies. They don't talk. They don't talk. You need the thing. Speak about it. You need body cams as a police officer. You need bulletproof vest as a police officer. You need bulletproof helmet. You need vehicles to move around. You are sitting down aloof, saying nothing. I mean, when you have the opportunity to speak into the microphone and in the camera, you don't say it. You only sing praises and it ends over there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow problem come and then you want the media to rather carry it. Yes, we will talk about it, but if you, the one who has the sore or the injury, don't talk about it, who else will talk about it for you? And that has been my problem with these security agencies.
Yeah.
They don't speak. Your uniform is so in a mess situation. You can't speak about it. Your boots,
I know.
You can't speak about it.
Yesterday on my way home, at first light, I saw one MTTD man, MTTD officer. I just looked at his uniform, talked to them.
I hope that's not an inspector.
I can't even decipher which rank is.
What's the rope here? Is it blue or? Oh, okay.
The uniform was.
I mean is it a car?
I didn't even look whether he.
How is that called? Okay.
I was concentrating on the uniform.
Okay.
What he was wearing. The MTTD, they wear white.
Yeah.
Randy.
A year or more.
Oh.
A year or more.
So I was just asking myself, I was sitting in the car, I was just looking at him and asking myself whether they don't have a store where they sell some of these things, so it always has to be given to them.
I think they pay. Okay, so what Clara is saying is that, so they have a shop. Okay. You can actually go to the shop with your ID card and buy.
Oh, it was bad.
And the deduction is made directly from source.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of these guys are on loan.
I know.
If you see the pay slip of some of these guys, that's what I'm saying. They are the least respected people or workers.
Yeah.
Aside, apart from teachers. But these are critical, essential service providers. Why do we just belittle them? Look at it. Like you mentioned, I saw King Alex last night. Charlie, the guy's face was so puffy. You can see that the term were bread. And these are the people we pelt stones. These are the people we pelt water. These are the people we insult. These are the people we say all kinds of rubbish to.
Yeah.
Look at the work they did throughout the night yesterday. Imagine the whole of Adringano. I think the East Legon Enclave.
Yeah.
Medina and Adenta. They have, I think the last time I had that conversation, they have only one post, if I am right.
So that should be the Medina fire.
Yes, then that should be the Medina fire post. Imagine if we had 2 or 3 cases, incidents at the same time. What would have happened? Because if you have just 2 water tenders, one goes to Oyarifa, the other one where will he go lakeside?
Who at Oyarifa?
Yes, that is the challenge, and these are the realities that we need to talk about. We can't always pretend as if everything is okay, everything is rosy. It is not. The people deserve to be well equipped, well resourced. I saw the men yesterday at Adenta. They were cutting away iron rods, breaking walls and what have you, putting their own lives at risk.
Yeah.
One of the reports, I don't know if that was from the CBG Enclave, the thing on which they were hanging, the men, I don't know if we have the footages, they were hanging on, according to the reports, Charlie, a kiti, then the thing all fall.
Their lives are.
But they were on top of it, cutting just to save people. You know, we need to resource them. We need to equip them. We beg. Let's equip the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Police Service, and all the other security agencies. We beg. Now, and I think there's a conversation we need to have on the building issue.
Oh yeah.
Because this is not the first time, this is not the second time we are hearing this. You remember Malcolm?
Yeah.
You remember the Malcolm story? The same issue. We had to call people from Israel.
You had to bring dogs.
To bring dogs. What are we not doing right? So we'll tie that into the conversation. The disaster with the building in Adenta, the flood situation, the fire. It has been a day of disaster.
Honestly.
And it's terrible. What are we not doing right? They have cautioned us. Every office, every home. Towela, your friend is saying, fire extinguisher. Oh, sorry.
Fire extinguisher.
That was go.
I beg, it's not Sika.
I beg you.
I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. It's my kunkum kaka.
Fire extinguisher. Look, I saw a video over the weekend. One guy was driving along one road, I think somewhere, if not Volta, somewhere. Then he realized fire on the other side. He parked, took his fire extinguisher, went down the fire. He didn't do it completely, but other drivers joined. It was a car on fire, another car on fire on the other side of the road. So just the fire extinguisher helped them. Do we have all that in our various shops? When you go to Tudu, you go to Medina, Makola, and all those areas. Do they have these extinguishers? Where are the water tenders? Is that the word?
Yeah, the water tender.
Yeah.
But Randy, you see, if you listen to me the last time when we were talking, and I mean, of course, the president made a statement in the UK that the reason why we are facing the challenges that we are facing is as a result of indiscipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, and I agree with His Excellency the President 100%. But you see, the indiscipline in this case, I won't limit that indiscipline to myself, you, and Na, and maybe, of course, very ordinary civilians like us who would drink sachet water and dump it, or who would, be moved to go and build a house in a waterway. But I will extend that indiscipline to the doorsteps of the people in authority as well.
Okay.
And I'm extending that indiscipline to their doorsteps as well, because who gives the permits out to people to build?
Good question.
Who does it?
Good question.
And when they are going around and doing their inspections, don't they see on a daily basis?
Good question.
And when they see, what steps do they take? Away from that, when we now start demolishing these houses of people we claim or we believe to have built in waterways, okay? What repercussions is there for the people who approved the permits and allowed the people to build there? Are we going to sit back and protect them like we usually do? Because they they say any panty, let's protect them, let's hide this matter, we must not spread it, must not go out. For me, these are questions that we must be asking ourselves, and that is how far we must stretch the conversation about indiscipline. So it just doesn't rest with the person who drinks sachet water and dumps it, and then it ends up getting into the gutters and chokes it. But it also ends up on the doorstep of the people who have the responsibility of ensuring that the laws work, who fail to make the laws work. So people should stop blaming us every day. They too must take some responsibility. The DCEs, the MCs, the regional coordinating directors, the task forces, the ministries, the MPs, they too must make the laws work. When somebody goes to Didi and Kwasiasem and the law has to deal with them, and you have any time for frefremo. I hope you're getting my point. For me, these are genuine concerns. Yesterday, for instance, I was listening to, just this morning when I was driving, I was listening to a sister station, and then one of their senior, presenters, who of course could not even go to work today because his place is choked, so he can't move. So he was reporting on what the situation was last night
in his house
when he was going home. I got home very early yesterday. By 2 p.m. I think I was already home.
Lucky.
You understand?
So you didn't get opportunity to see the struggle?
No. Me, I was home before it started raining. You get it? And he was narrating what happened, his ordeal on the friend then East Legon Hills Road. So from School Junction, when you take the left turn towards East Legon Hills, you go all the way to the British International School gate. You know, there's a main gate. Then the right takes you to Santor, and the left takes you to Katamanso, Regimanuel, Police City, all those areas. Apparently, there's somebody who sells wood on the road. And so when it rains, the water carries the wood. Then it goes to choke the gutter, the drainage. Yes, there's a bridge that has been done with covers. It goes to choke it. So if the water doesn't find space, you know the way water is it will create its way. So the entire bridge was submerged. No car could move. Now, according to this person, from 6 p.m. when he got there, the first car to be able to cross that bridge was finally able to cross after 11 p.m.
No way.
Then it could be the same place, Steve.
Yes, no, that's the
same place, right?
That's Steve's road, yes. That's the Steve's road.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's Steve's road.
Yeah.
Until after 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Before before he was able to, the first truck was able to go through. So you ask yourself, what kind of indiscipline is this in this country? That so if people sell things, what systems are we putting in place to ensure that the fact that you're looking for your profits must not inconvenience other people? That there's a video I also saw last week of, I think it was somewhere in Cantonment or Laboni, of somebody who has put up like some small restaurant or pub or lounge or what it is, and they built it to the extent that it stretches into the gutter, so they've built on top of the gutter. Randy,
when I say movie Jojo, you don't get it.
So, and then my question is that, yes, this person would have obviously done that because of a certain backing that they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because somebody from the assembly would have taken some money. And so go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
How many times don't we see buildings with stop work, provide permits? But stop work, provide permit, stop work, provide permit. Before you realize the building is completed and people are staying inside the building. Look, we have a lot of work to do in this country. We have so much that we need to do in this country. And that so much basically just has to do with law enforcement. You see, rains are natural. We cannot control the amount of rain that falls and what havoc or damage that rain would be able to cause. But if not for anything, we can control the human activities to ensure that irrespective of the amount of the rain, the havoc that it will be caused should not be much. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Yeah, you are.
Because the rains will forever come. Even Dubai floods. Okay? But the question is that when it rains heavily in Dubai and people are submerged in the water, how many minutes or how many hours does it take for the water to vanish from the surface of the earth? These are questions that we must be asking ourselves. If not for anything, and I keep saying, I've seen places, I've been to places that it rains and within few hours, the entire place becomes dry again. Because there are drainages, because there are canals that work. Ask yourself that there are some neighborhoods in this Accra that have never flooded before, irrespective of the rains. You understand? Why is it so? The discipline of the people, the law enforcement. So why is it that some other neighborhoods, every now, look, you pass through places, you know very well that this is a waterway. People will buy stones, buy rocks, come and fill it up and build. I mean, look at this.
Karim, I have been talking about this same incident around
somebody's car.
And you see, it's moving away from Accra.
Yes.
Other cities are also doing the same thing. I have been talking about one place around Pong where the bridge and Kansan is. Somebody or some people decided to, raise the whatever ground to a certain level, filled it up. Then I'm sure the plan is to build either a filling station or a shop.
They will.
Over there. I am saying that after 2 years, we'll fill it. Because downstream, there are people living there. What happens to them? Okay, let's come back to Accra. And that's why I was so much mad at the young man or the man who says that he financed a political party to power. So whether he's doing rubbish, he's doing something silly, we can't talk about it. Nobody has the locus to demolish his property. Look, Karim touched on it, and I'll just hammer more on it, that we need to start arresting and prosecuting people who give permits to these people.
As simple as that.
But every now and then you go, for instance, the man mentioned that He got permit. He mentioned it that he was giving permit.
Who gave him permit?
Who gave the permit?
You should bring
Let's catch that person first.
And go and take your money.
Go and take your money from the person. If the person can't pay back, lock him up. It's as simple as ABC. Then now, individuals in what's the name? The assemblies will begin to act responsibly because it doesn't make sense. You know that this place there is no way. It's a Ramsar site. Why do you go ahead and give permits to people? For how much? Forgetting the fact that there is an end result, which you come back to haunt us. Look at it. I saw a video yesterday. Look, it's good that we empathize, we show that sort of sympathy to people when they are in trouble. I saw a small boy, like Juve or Arsenal's age, with the mom. I heard from the video because they spoke Chui. What I understood was that they were evicted from their room for the place to be cleared, or some demolition exercise was ongoing. And here was this woman crying uncontrollably, and the baby and the child. Now people are playing that sensationalism, or I mean, what's the word? That kind of card. Oh, look at how you are treating the woman with the baby. She has a child. Where will she go to? Can we stop that for God's sake? Karim, do they do that in the Dubai you are talking about? That yes, the woman knows so well that what she is doing is an illegality, but she goes ahead to do it without fear of favor.
They will come and cry foul.
So that they will come and cry foul to the government. Oh, Mahama be boy, Abai be boy. Do they do that in America? Do they do that in the Britain?
Threaten the government that they won't vote for them in the next election.
And that is why, again, Karim, we will blame the politician, or we will hold them responsible. Not blame, but hold them responsible. Because when it happened some years ago, what were some of the commentaries? What did we say? What did we tell the people? And for me, I always say, why do we even have to rush there to show off by giving money, donating all these items to the people? We can do it. It is good to do it. But can we do it in closed doors? Because the people are so, and you see, they feel so entitled.
Oh yes.
That if there is any little thing, Aban Beboy. Everything Aban Beboy. Aban is busy constructing roads because it is our tax. Aban is busy building schools. Aban is busy building hospitals. Aban is busy providing water to communities that don't have water, electricity. We can't continue funding people who irresponsibly decide to do things out of the proper way. I mean, we can't. We can't, Karim, we can't continue like this as a people.
I mean, in all of this, I also just have one, word of admonition that I can give people to also save themselves from some excess cost or some debts in the long run. A lot of us must now try as much as we can to insure our gadgets, our equipment, our vehicles, our television sets, our TV. When you go and rent a house or look, try as much as you can to insure your gadgets, so that at least in times like this, when the flood destroys some of these things, your insurance company comes in and takes care of some of these costs that you would have had to incur upon yourself. So let's take note of some of these things. Landlords, when you build your houses, go and get insurance for them. It's very, very important. Go and get insurance so that when fire burns, at least you know that you have an insurance that would come back and help you put yourself together again. These are things that we must do. Ntino media.
The Ghanaian community, the Ghanaian society, I'm not sure we really understand insurance.
But people, that's why
to be sincere with you.
That's why I'm doing the education.
Oh no, I support your call. It's a very good call that we need to place. That yes, even as individuals, I remember they insured. Was it under 20 team or so something? Yeah, they insure players, they insure people. So it is good to insure. But I'm saying that many people don't really know what insurance is about.
Yeah.
The advantages or the benefits you gain when you insure your property.
Yeah.
So I think the insurance sector or the industry ought to do more sensitization, more education. And they shouldn't focus on just what they will benefit. I hope you get the point I'm building. But make it clear to the populace, because the woman in the market should also be able to insure her wares.
Yeah. Yeah.
For instance, like what happened in Makola? Why do I have to wait for a bank to come and buy me?
Yeah.
When I can just make my request, place my whatever for the insurance company to pay me all these things. You know, but maybe many of them don't know. They feel insurance is for the corporate people, people who wear suits and tie. Yeah. No.
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. You know, it's for everybody. Which one is this?
So this good. You see a lot of people who put up illegal, what do they call it? Covers on gutters. Maybe because of their shops or whatever. Then they finish, they fail to remove the woodwork. So when it rains, these things prevent the water from moving as fast as it should move. Charlie, I said the discipline in this country is okay. Now I'm talking again.
You guys calling to share your thoughts. 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. Because you know you're learning my video.
How is the situation in your area? Last night to this morning, how is it like? Because it rained across the country.
Sure.
It wasn't just in Accra. It rained
And it was
all over.
funny how yesterday I was here past 5, almost 5. And I had class, I had to go. And I was, as soon as I go home like this, it started drizzling outside.
Yeah.
Like, imagine I've delayed a little.
You would have slept outside.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
And bro, first lights.
Yeah. So share your experience. Let's hear you.
So my mom had closed from church. She went to church. So apparently she was in the church before it started raining. Now they have closed. So
how do you go?
How do you go? The church there you will leave. Oh. But you see that intersection between first lights and climbing up there is the problem. So I called her. Said, oh, she's at first light too. She doesn't know how she would cross because the whole place was flooded. And first light flooding is not a joke. Because you see, they have underground gutters. And so you would think you know the road so well and you would want to walk through the water. But see,
that's the danger.
And that they set people to come in and take off the metal. So you will not know whether this one is opened or this one is closed. And Randy, maybe one day I should take you to First Light, that Kaneshi from Dakuma Junction through to Pamplona Sumo and check out the drainages. You will see it small like this, but when you peep, you realize that it's something deeper. Like it really goes down. My mom was telling me about how when they were constructing the road, they dug, and then created the tunnels there underground before doing those small gutter compartments on it. So you will think it's a small thing, only for you to peep it. So imagine somebody that doesn't know the space when is thinking, oh, it's just water that has covered the road. Let me just walk through. You just fall inside and no one can come and rescue you. The next place they will find you is
down there. Then you are gone.
Oh, that place there.
You are entering the sea.
Rest in peace. And not once, not twice. That's happened to people several times. Several times. The academic data. Oh, Jesus. I mean, thank God now they have done a closed drain. So they've closed it. And so you'll be able to see that place usually is a recipe for disaster because people want to take shade at First Light, the bus stop.
Oh, okay.
And then they will want to stand by the shop. And that is very slippery. And yeah, until you are entering the gutter. Feeling my eyes like this, I have seen some before. It was unfortunate how one guy wanted to rescue the guy.
He also left.
Oh. It was sad. And as they are entering, you see them where it's going. You can't save them. Andy, you can't save them.
Charlie, it's serious.
You can't save them.
Now, and that's why I keep saying that. I mean, if you listen, every morning when we talk, I always say that. When it is raining, find a safe place and hide.
Where is the safe place?
And so wherever you find yourself, now, if it is in the office, Charlie, forget. Spend the rest of the night in the office. Wake up early in the morning, ask permission, go and sleep at home, or go back home and prepare and come back. Me, I feel that should be the way out. And maybe bosses should also understand. Because now this morning, the effect that we had, I mean, I think there is a caller. Maybe you can answer that.
Hello.
I hope I don't forget my thoughts.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. I come to say.
Nyami adumo now so.
Nyami adum. Pacho mpese me chia me bra Karim kakra.
Matichia no wo ha otie.
Mr. Karim onshuma.
Awo bro, Adespai.
Adespai manimu.
Adeuta.
Anto.
Anchula bore.
Mi nu menye galaga, jemon ke mi follow menye.
Okay.
Abo achimi ukushunto.
Amen. Amen.
Abora ler fagban sanyi ka cha kuso.
Inshallah.
Kun kana kaler mama sanyi ere.
Ebor water.
Min kile kun bonto.
To.
Mpacho me hwe me program no tempia me station me hwe no. Na tempia mo ka asem Ghana na say display no e wo form too much. Display no wo form. Asewa mo ka ni nyina ti say de me bra kare yi kire gota ni say no. Obi atimi ye ne pe. Adenti na ese Ghana na ye di ehun abro. Ye di ehun ti say de me bra ba ko so ka no. Ye be ya na ye di ni akoto aban so be mbra kra ese ye so ye ya famu de na aban so ye ne de no. Ye be so ade nyina de akogu aban so na eti woni esu. Say aban meboa ye. Meanwhile, ya so na the cause of our own problem. Enti mesra mo amoka say duru ekire ne ye de ye ntimi nyasa akwanya se na moma ya. Ye wasan ka say ka sa duru bebia. Nti e be sra mo. Mo amoka say duru mpanfo nanim na ya mo ka bibi na nto mo aso no mu say no mu share display no mu di. Emaye because enim de ye say ye so ye nye. Ye nye. Nti e sra mo amoka say duru ekire no. Display ni de Ghana for here display pa. Here display. Inti mesuma ju nkyere kakra no.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the pani wa jinche. Randy,
yeah.
So lost your thoughts.
Yeah, I have.
No way.
What was I saying? You've also I'm saying that this morning, of course, the effect that we are having as a result of what happened last night, is that there will be delay and break in the transport, service sector. Because, of course, cars will be on high demand. And people will still be hanging on the edge of the roads, bus stops, waiting for buses to come. You get a point. So productivity at the end of the day will also be very much affected. And just because of the challenges we are having.
Right.
You know.
Yo, let's take this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the Ajoma Runabout.
Okay, let's hear your name.
Yeah, my name is Justice.
Okay, Justice. Let's hear you.
Yes, please. And you see that you talk about officers issue. Yes. What I want to tell you is, please, we the officers, we don't have mouth to talk. Okay, so please, you are the one who will do what? Who will voice it out for we the officers. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to tell you kind of officer that I am, but I just want to tell you that for you people to talk for, we are the help. Okay, please. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for you to raise that topic for us. Talk about fire officers. Talk about police. Talk about we the personnel. Hello, madam. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, they don't have mouth. They don't talk. Have you ever seen a police officer going on demonstration?
Who bond up?
Hey.
Military man says I'm striking.
If you finish, you remove your uniform.
We must treat them better.
That is the point, Karim.
We must give them the tools needed to work. We must equip them.
We can't compromise that.
To deliver.
No two ways about it. No two ways about it. We can't compromise that at all. It's something we need to do. There should be that's why I said the way we have decided to dedicate a whole fund for the road sector. We should have something like that for these security agencies. Ghana National Fire Service, they need to be well equipped, well resourced. Look, there's nothing wrong if we do more intake for them. Because just imagine the report we got, the Medina Enclave, like Nared. So we had an issue at Oyarifa. Let's assume there was an issue at Dodowa, Adringano, and maybe Adenta. How do they operate? How would they go around?
You see, my point is that even if you have more personnel, the equipment, the tools, the tools are not there.
Yeah.
So you can employ as many, but where are the tools? Those are the critical questions. Where are the tools? Where are the fire tenders?
Yeah.
Where are the cutters? Where all of Charlie? Oh, Ghana, my motherland. We must do better.
Oh, yeah.
We must do better. We must do better.
Hello.
Hello, your name and where you are calling from, sir? Ma'am.
I'm Monica Abena, calling from Tishi.
Okay, Monica, let's hear you.
I'm talking about the flood. It's our own attitude which is making all these things, which is bringing all this problem. We should start to address all these things. Okay. By throwing rubbish out anywhere. We should address discipline. We should address discipline.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we are causing our own problem. We are causing our problem. It's not the government. It's not the government. We are causing our own problem.
Right. Thank you for calling, Monica.
The ladies who threw the rubbish into the drain the last time.
Who found them?
Have they found them? They haven't. The other ones, we saw about 2 videos be like that. Have they been able to find the people?
That has been reported.
You see, if they had arrested those people, put camera on them, recorded them, and put out again, it will send a signal to the rest of the people who would want to do it. Potential misbehavior. People, what's the word? People who misbehave all the time.
Yeah.
It will serve as deterrent to all of them. But, and again, the issue about the permit. Why must it be difficult? Now, this falls under Ayawaso West. Oh? Yes. So if I want to build in this area, I have to go to the Ayawaso West assembly to get permits. There is a dedicated desk. There is an officer in charge. So when you go to an unauthorized area and you realize as an authority that somebody has built in such an area, what do? Yes, you bulldoze down that place and he ends over there. Why don't you make follow-up? Go to the assembly, go to wherever the permit was given. Find out who gave this permit and for what purpose. Because it is there. When they know the areas, they know the places, they know the demarcations. They even give out the demarcations, So definitely there is an officer in charge. How many of these officers have been arrested or have been questioned, have been made to refund money?
Hello, sir.
Please, am I on the program?
You are, sir. Your name and where you are coming from.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Kumasi.
Right, sir.
I don't want to come out with my identity. One problem that we are facing is in Ghana here. I don't know whether you have realized it. Not because of anything, but if we don't tackle that angle, we will continue to suffer the most. Each and every personality in Ghana, every character has a classmate. They have a classmate. They intentionally did that to scare people. What do you say, madam? Car bi mu a obo say hall bi a obi ne obi echo school no wakoto sa stick and be no dia bom. And that thing has extended upwards. It is obi asemba when you're a classmate or in a hall mate. It for Ghana, we cannot punish anybody. If you don't restructure things, things will get out of hand. Common cleaning. Common cleaning. Madam, at first, we were having some certain authorities. We call them town council. They have intentionally dissolved town council and made the name Zoom Lion. Meanwhile, Zoom Lion doesn't have the power of what? Prosecution. Send Komobeka Zoom Lion in attachment to town council, no, because the town council has the power of prosecution. They go out to those who do the wrong thing. Madam Anwadi. So we have to go back and resettle matters. Thank you. I agree to once again.
Thank you very much, sir. And Edding, that every time it rains, we still have to come and sit here and keep talking about the rains, Charlie. Ewa. Then I don't know what else we can do for Ghana again. And you, talking about the floods, our people from Kaswa, are they okay?
Is that a flood-prone area? I think a particular place, right?
No, I mean,
but not the entire.
So those who have been commuting from Accra to Kaswa.
The Kaswa assemblyman is in London. So it should be fine. He's in London.
Oh yeah, he is in London, but the rest who are Charlie. No, when I saw the drone shots, when I saw the drone shots, the only place that came into mind was Old Barrier.
Okay.
You see that place?
Yeah.
All the Kaswa traffic that hey.
It be there.
That's it. So old barrier into almost towards to the west. So SCC. Let's say SCC and old barrier. That. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, your name and where you are calling from?
My name is William. I'm calling from Elimina.
Can you raise your voice a bit? We can hardly hear you.
I said my name is William. I'm calling from Elimina.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay. Sometimes the problem we are facing in Ghana is because of our greediness. And sometimes because of the authority that some people have, especially those who call themselves big men, politicians, and those who have the power. Because even naturally, God make gutters naturally. Because if it rains, we have some places that rain passes. But if you go and break your building every day, how can the rain pass over that place? Huh? How can the rain pass that place? So if you build your building over there, the poor man who have built their house on a fine place, that place, and a super problem. You see, Mama can say, Ghana has share one of our politicians, one of one of more power. I say, Senia, yep, no family of Ghana, young quay. But then sending for no synagogue will be out in Sufa. Since you know, about 5 years or an impact on his canon, they will send it down upon him, Sinabafano. And see, Senia, Yabai, and see one of your journalists, and Poncho, Mafa and Unjumi. And now, as some intimate company for you, Lamping for one share or Bayan. It's an AMFO, KMFO, and Bank of Mujiska, and Mundimranaso. Uka Kaswa, Uka Wea, Kumasa. Sutra, a firm of me. I was Sankasa, and then Mubulinu, Akamubulinu, Akamutugu. But only because of selfish interest. And somebody am asking.
Yo, answer that say. Thanks so much for calling. I think we'll take one last call and then we can move on to our next conversation, no? But in our next conversation, we're going to talk about the collapse of buildings in the city. It's becoming unbecoming. Why are we recording such things? For the building that collapsed at Adenta yesterday, I understand it's newly built.
Okay.
So how come? How did the building collapse? How? I don't get it.
So what really causes some of this collapse? Maybe that's what we should be finding out from the experts.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, at my junction, for instance, 69, just at the junction, there is this new building that came up recently. Now, if you stand at the other side facing the building, just on top of it, it's a story building.
Right.
You can see visibly that the walls are curved.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's straight from the bottom up to the first floor lintel level. Then the one that is on top of the first floor, I mean, you realize that, or the ground floor, however they call it, it's bent. It's kept somehow. And I'm asking myself, like, who is the foreman? Who is the contractor? Who is in charge? Even me as a layman standing this, or it's a new style. Who is observing this building to know that this can cause, problems after a while, after a year or two? Somebody is paying for this and nobody is really monitoring. Where are the supervisors? So it cuts across. I wouldn't be surprised that this same one probably might have some issues right from the very beginning. What materials do we use? Are we always eager to just go for the cheap materials? Are we in a haste to put these edifices up immediately or as soon as possible? Is it a matter of urgency that, okay, because I know that, look, if you are putting up a story building, the concrete level, there is actually a duration. Is it 21 days or so for the casting to dry and become very firm? Do we adhere to all of that, or People will tell us modernity, technology has made it easy that, oh, you can even find some things and do it after 1 week or two. Now, when you go to Lobatuta, my grandfather has this story building. It's a mud story building. It was there way back. Not even my grandfather, my great grandfather. That building is still there. How did they do it? There are buildings in Accra that were built way back. Even you go to Jamestown, the Gan community. Look at the old buildings.
They're still standing.
They're still firm and standing. Gidigba. How did they build it? You know, how did they do it? How are we doing it now? That every now and then we are recording cases of collapse here and there.
Yeah. Anyway, Randy, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be on the call with Patience Irama. She's a president of Architecture Alliance, and she would help us understand all these questions we've raised. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma, Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the Puma. Oh yeah, come alive. Puma, Puma. Let me hear you. Puma.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe, and as we intimated earlier, we're going to have a conversation on the building collapse that happened yesterday at Anenta. We're talking about the fire, we're talking about the floods. Now, the collapse of the building that happened yesterday. Over a period of time, we have seen this happen over and over, and Randy was saying earlier, we've seen the likes of Melcom, we've heard the likes of the one that happened at Newtown recently, Wales. The building sites recently around Roman Ridge too also have happened, and now we have one in Adenta, and reports coming in states that it is a newly constructed building. How did we get here? Where did we go wrong? How does these things happen? Or how do these things happen? We are speaking to an architect to help us navigate this space, because you know they are into the building industry and they can properly tell us what exactly goes if 1 + 1 2. And you know, building is not just going to call a mason to mix mortar and join blocks together. It's a said that it is an art and it's a science. So a lot of things goes into building. And are we doing it right? What are we doing wrong? Why are we seeing these collapse of building in recent times? We are going to speak to Patience Irama Okran. She is the president of Architecture Alliance. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Karen.
Charles, you're doing well, please.
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
My pleasure. Let's get real quick into the conversation. How did we get here?
First of all, let me say that it's a very sad, disturbing, and frightening situation that we keep finding ourselves in. And my condolences goes to the family. I understand one person probably died. My condolences to the family, and then also to those who were injured. I'm very sorry that they have to find themselves in this situation. We were on Metro TV a couple of months ago to discuss the same issue. And I remember one of the questions we were asked was, is this a systemic problem? And I said, yes, it's a systemic problem. It's becoming an issue that we need to tackle as soon as possible. Now, from the professional's point of view, I'll say that it's multifaceted. First of all, we have the professionals at the beginning of your building project. We have the professionals coming in. So we have the architect, we have the engineer who have to come in, do the designs for the construction. Now, we find that one issue is that professionals are not consulted. Everybody thinks that they can build now, so professionals are not consulted. And then two, some do consult professionals, but eventually when they get to the construction stage, they do what they want. So the engineer says use 20 mm iron rod, they go to the market, they find that it's too expensive, and so somebody advises them, oh, you can use 10 mm, and that's what happens. Another thing is that they consult professionals, they consult the wrong ones, because we have people in the system, pretending that they are architects, they are engineers. But how many people actually go to the extent of going to the regulatory bodies, like Architects Registration Council, Engineering Council, to actually find out the professionals that they are working with, if they are actually qualified, if they are registered, and they are in good standing. So even before your construction project, this is what you need to think about. Then during the construction, we have issues where materials are inferior, or the right mix is not being used for, let's say, concrete components of the building. Even the labor that is putting together the building, do we have the right people working on it? And now, like I said, everybody thinks they can build. They're putting up their residential building, oh, I can do it. So they just get a couple of people together and then they go ahead and do it. Meanwhile, they don't have the expertise. So that's the construction stage. And then after construction, we are supposed to, when engineers and architects are designing, we design based on the use of the building. So for instance, if it's residential, the engineer is ensuring that this is the load I'm calculating for. The people build, and after they use the building for something else. So if it's residential, maybe they're using it as a warehouse. And we have regulations that say that before you decide to use the building for something else, you even need to go for a permit. Right. But nobody does that. And then the most important part for me is the enforcement and accountability. have all these regulations, building regulations, local government regulations or laws, architects acts, all these regulations, but nobody enforces it. During construction, we know that inspectors are supposed to go and inspect right from foundation to the completion. After that, you are supposed to have a habitation certificate even before you move in. But nobody is ensuring that. And that's why we keep having these issues day in, day out. So from the professional point of view, these are some of the issues or reasons why we are at this point.
Okay, but talking of accountability and talking about enforcing some of these regulations, which people should we hold accountable in these instances?
In these instances, everybody in the built environment industry needs to be held accountable. From the MMDAs to local government, everybody. Recently, we had a situation we all heard on in the news that when it comes to the demolition of some of the buildings in the waterways, the enforcers have been punished by being sent to the northern region. Mm-hmm. And my thought was, how do you hold people accountable for things they're supposed to do and they're not doing by just transferring them to the north?
Yeah.
For me, it's an insult to those in the northern region.
Mm-hmm.
These agencies need to ensure that their people are working. And if they're not working, if they don't want to work, you get them out and get the right people in.
Right.
We cannot continue looking on for things like this to be happening, and then we keep talking and no action is being done. We are tired of the talk. We need to act. That's the point where we've gotten to. So everybody in the built environment space, for me, is accountable.
Right. Okay. So, Irama, away from the built environment, I am a lay person who knows very little about this, but I find myself in a building, say an apartment I've rented, and I go out to town, and before I come back, or maybe I get a call in town that the building just collapsed, and I do not have any idea how did it collapse. It looks so strong. To the lay person, what are some of the signs that you can see in a building that would make you know that this building is a ticking time bomb?
Okay. Sometimes you just can't tell because they've covered it so well that you just can't tell. But for some others as well, there are very obvious signs.
Okay.
So, for instance, you see a crack in your building and it's running from the top to the bottom.
Right.
This, number one, is a ticking time bomb. You know that something has to be done about it. So, most importantly, look out for cracks.
Okay.
Look out for cracks. Like I said, most of the time it's covered, so you won't be able to tell. But also, before you rent a building, I mean, a lot of people are desperate. A lot of people just need places to stay, so you won't be able to do your due diligence.
Yeah.
And so it will be very hard. But at least try and do some due diligence. Make sure they are renting from the right people. And then, like I said, most importantly, look out for cracks. If there are any issues, your instinct is telling you this is wrong, do something about it.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much for those tips. But final words before you take leave of us.
Thank you for having me. Like I said, most important for me is that we need to move beyond the talk and then get into action. A couple of years ago, the same issue happened. Some of the professional bodies were brought together to find out the causes. They put together a report. As for now, nobody knows what has happened. So is it just a matter of putting together reports and then moving on and sitting down, not acting? What are we genuinely doing about it? So I call on everybody in the public sector, everybody who has an influence on this. Let's come together. Let's find solutions. Let's fix this. Sometimes you think that it hasn't happened to you, so you're okay till it happens to you. Let's be our brother's keeper. So that's my final words, Karen.
Thank you very much, Irama. Patience. So viewers were speaking to Patience Irama Okran, President of Architecture Alliance. Thank you so much for making time for us, ma'am. And so that's what she has said.
Yeah.
Buildings collapse, professional bodies are invited, investigations are made, and nothing is done about it.
Yeah. So where is the report from the Melcom disaster?
We don't know.
The Newtown, right?
We don't know.
What was the white paper saying?
We don't know.
Okay.
Roman Ridge, we don't know.
Okay. That's the kind of people we are. But
true.
Karen, she mentioned very fundamental issues, and I think I touched on it before she even added her voice, that the typical Ghanaian is looking for the easy way out. You want a 5-story building, but you're not ready to commit the amount that will come with the 5-story. You are looking for a way that's 3 stories. I mean, the money that can afford 3 stories.
3-story building,
and you want a 5-story. That's one. So cheap materials, building materials. 2, she mentioned that yes, some people even go to the extent of contracting experts. So like the architects, the blah 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 blah. But some of them are terrible. Just like how we have some terrible journalists. Just like how we have some terrible police officers. Just like how we have some very bad politicians. There are architects, there are experts that are terrible as well. So you go give these people the contract, they provide you with something like that. And it's a big issue. I don't know if there is a law that makes it mandatory that before you put up your edifice, I like I said, genuinely I don't know, I stand to be corrected, that before you put up an edifice, you need to seek not an approval, but you need to seek the services of an expert. Like an architect. Yes, you know.
Straight from the land.
From the very beginning.
Yes.
Good.
You have to take samples to know what building can be
exactly
built
the soil texture and all of that. Whether this soil texture, this ground can contain 5 stories, 2 stories. Because you know some places are demarcated as this lightning and thunder prone areas. Like what happened in Adakulu recently, the mudsliding and all of that. Do we have something like that? Do we adhere to it? Do we go through that process? If we don't, or if we are not doing it, what can be done? Because I know if you have to wire your building, you need to go to ECG. They would have to get you a certified electrician to work on your building. Do we do that when we want to build from the very beginning? Maybe we should start paying attention, especially maybe if you want to do your private, residential, whatever. Yes, fine. Maybe nobody will chase you for it. But for a public space, a building that will contain loads of people, the law must bite. The law must certainly bite. After this investigation, what will happen? We'll all go back to sleep. By tomorrow is Friday. The weekend will take it away. Something will come up tomorrow or Saturday. Monday we'll come back and talk about something else. We'll forget about all of this. It is only the families of the people who have gone that will be wailing. They will be in pain. But a larger populace like you and I, Monday when we come, we'll talk about something else. Then we forget about it. Well, what kind of people are we? And I mean, now it's sad. I saw women, children cry yesterday. Charlie, I leave my case. Maybe, but finally, where is the garage money? Why are we not chasing the people who got that loan or that facility some years ago? There were over 350 million. But what are we now? That they have given us money. Take, G, go and fix the flood situation. We failed to fix it.
It's in people's...
A new administration inherits that problem, and you turn around to blame the new administration. And you know why I maybe I won't speak much about it? Because the new administration is not chasing after the people who chop the money. Arrest the people, punish them, take the money. 350 million,
I know. I know. But what can we do? We can just only hope for the better. In this situation, Randy, there's very, very little. As it said in Tree that Nipa who didn't swap. What does that mean? Our strength is little. Our power too is little. What we have is our voice, and that is what we can use to call out these people. But let's just hope that something good comes out of this. Let's take time to celebrate some birthdays this morning. 4 June 2026. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Then you're a revolution baby. June 4th?
Yes.
Today is June 4th.
Today is June. I want to
June 4th means a lot.
Certain song, but
you can sing it.
They will sack me.
Boy.
Yay.
Boy.
Yay.
It's okay. We'll wrap up with it.
Okay, so let's move on to celebrate some amazing birthdays. Our revolution babies. Who are we beginning with? Today to just senior men and women power. Let's get in. First on our list for celebrants today is Apostle Hudson Odoi. Happy birthday to you, man of God. This is coming from Grace Adukwe Alote to you. Man of God, she wishes you a blessed year, great year, filled with lots of God's love and God's blessing. Apostle Odoi is the head pastor and general overseer for Empowerment Family Chapel International. Also, and may this year be a blessed year for you. See how nice he's dressed. Yeah. Try to tell where the church is. The Republic of Choco.
Oh.
So you see, when people discriminate Choco, this is a pastor born and bred with a church in Choco.
Oh.
So Apostle Odoi, happy.
Is it Odoi or Odoi?
Odoi.
Does he live in Choco?
He lives in Choco.
Ah, okay. Which part of Choco?
Choco Tea Garden.
You know him?
The church is in Tea Garden. Yes.
Well, I'll go to that church on Sunday.
You should. He would
What
love
time?
to have you.
7 a.m. to what time?
I'll
go. Why?
11.
I'll go to church on Sunday.
11 a.m. So Apostle Odoi,
I'll go. Wallahi,
you have won a soul.
I'll drive you to church.
I'll go.
I'll drive you to church.
I said I'll go.
I will drive you to
But
church.
buy me a new pair of shoes and suits. I want to wear that suit song.
I will drive you to church on Sunday.
So Apostle Odoi, happy birthday to you.
But now I want to ask you for clarity and education purpose. The Hudson Odoi, is it compound name?
Yeah, because
I know that guy who plays for.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a family name or something.
It's a family name.
Because anybody usually hear
Hudson.
Odoi.
Hudson, it comes with
He has a first name, but he usually likes to be called Hudson.
Okay.
He's a fine gentle. Is he married?
Yes, he is.
He's a fine gentle. If he was not married, I would have looked for. The ring on his finger is not a wedding ring.
It doesn't matter.
It's not a wedding band.
It's a charismatic ring. It's a pastor.
Moving on from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning.
Oh, my mom be this.
Okay.
Oh, Don of Freddy Sesque.
Sesque.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Sesque, the one on the T square Sesque.
Yeah.
Not set square.
No, not set square. Sesque. SESQUARE.
Ayo.
He's a fashion designer.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Based in Hodome. Yes. Sesque.
Okay.
Today's his birthday. He's a revolution boy.
Yeah. So Sesque, happy birthday to you. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Okay, Israel Agbeti, is your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. A proud member of the Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship International. Say, we celebrate you so much, and we appreciate you for all your contributions here. Happy birthday to you. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again. To the ever amazing Jacobel Frimpong, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Oba. May the Lord bless this year for you. I wish you the very best that life has got to offer. Have a great year. Have a beautiful year. Have an amazing year. Jacobel Frimpong. Away from her, who are we celebrating again this morning? Mamaga Akwa Sabia Nagbo. Nyabo. Happy birthday to you. Randy, the Roman numeral there is number what? 7. VII. Okay, the 7th, yes. She is the paramount queen mother for, I have to get that right for you all, but Mamaga is a very big woman there. Yeah, she is a president for Akrofu, the Akrofu traditional area. Yeah. Mamaga, happy birthday to you. May this year be a blessed year for you. Maybe a beautiful year. Maybe an amazing year for you. Have a blast and cheers
Mama,
to
one request. We want the okro farm thing. You know, Akrofu is an okro hub.
Okay.
Yeah, just like how you have petware and all this. They produce tomatoes. You go to Volta, when you talk of okro, Akrofu. So Mama should try and bring back the days where
Mama is doing a great
job. I think I was at the coronation or so.
Real great job. So Mamaga, happy birthday to you. Yeah, we love you so much, and continue all the good work you are doing in Akrofu. Away from Mamaga, who are we celebrating again this morning? Minister Kekeli Dako, happy birthday to you, woman of God. We celebrate you. We appreciate you, and may this year be one of lots of blessings for you. Happy birthday to you. So away from her, who are we celebrating again this morning? To our ever amazing Mama Tilly. To some of you, she's Her Excellency, but to some of us, please, she is Mama Tilly. She has some banana cake, eh? Banana cake. Carry Randy. Carry Randy.
Give me something to eat, eh?
Oh.
Are you not shy?
Mama Tilly.
Are you not ashamed?
Mama Tilly.
Are you not shy?
Oh, please
Randy,
leave me alone.
Where's your birthday cake?
Mama Tilly.
Where's your birthday cake?
Which one?
Which?
The one this girl promised.
Oh, leave me alone. Let me eulogize Mama Tilly. Oh.
She did family and friends. We know them. She did family and friends.
I didn't do family and friends. I'll share the cake and you are not in the house. You
What do you mean?
That's
what do you mean by that?
Come on, people, you don't stay at home.
Didn't we keep ours for you?
It's okay, Mama Tilly.
Mama
Where
Tilly.
the matter is going, it's okay.
Happy birthday to you. I love you so much, and I thank God for your life. May this new year come lots of blessing, good life. We pray for you, good health, long life, prosperity, increase in everything that you do, and more strength to be doing a lot of banana cake for us to come and carry away. Amen. Happy birthday to you, Her Excellency, Mrs. Matilda Emisa Arthur. Happy birthday to you, ma'am.
You've already
we love you.
Her well. Who is Mama Tilly?
Mama Tilly.
Give that recognition.
Mama
Tilly. You just shout Mama Tilly. Who is Mama Tilly?
She's my Mama Tilly.
But to the world, to Ghanaians, to the world, who is Mama Tilly?
She is a former second lady of the Republic of Ghana, the wife of our late Vice President, His Excellency Pa Kwesi Bekwe Emisa Arthur. Yes. So to you, she's Her Excellency. If you see outside, well, call Mama Tilly, do arrest you. It is you and your God matter. It is me, my Mama Tilly. So Mama Tilly, happy birthday to you. More banana cakes. I love you. So that would be a wraps. This was about celebrants. Okay, yeah, Perkins will say happy birthday to you. Perkins is head of media at the Fila Ministries. Happy birthday to you. From your entire membership, they wish you a blessed year and a great year, okay? May the Lord bless this new year for you. Happy birthday, Perkins. I'll say, oh, beautiful boy.
Oh, today's Sammy's birthday.
Beautiful boy. Beautiful
nice.
boy, Sammy. Happy birthday to you, sir. We love you and we appreciate you so much. May this year bring you lots of blessings. And we pray that the Lord's grace will stay on you, that you can be able to keep pens. Sammy pens. Grace to hold pen and keep it. Sammy's pen is always missing.
No, it's not my rich people, it's like that.
So grace to keep pen. Sammy, grace to
but
keep
at least
pens.
he's holding one in his hand.
Pen.
In the photo.
Whether it will appear here the following day is the problem.
That's a very
so, Sammy,
nice shirt.
Yeah. Grace to keep pens. We love you so much.
That's our head of sports.
We appreciate you.
Put some respect.
Kaish.
They are doing something great this season. The World Cup.
He has to put me inside his bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll follow him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somewhere up here.
See, honestly, our sports team, they are doing well. Oh.
Right.
Put jokes aside, the sports team, they are doing so well. Champion producer, Professor Ni.
Yeah.
El Pablo. Charlie Pablo, birthday party, no, and Cosway.
Yeah.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah.
So there is an, one of the events.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
So he'll be around. Sammy will be around.
Solid.
So Sammy, we'll meet at the party. Happy birthday to you. Wish you the very best of life. Has got to offer. Away from him, I think we're done with birthdays, right, for today? Yes. So that'll be a wrap for birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do well to keep your wishes coming in to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. Let's take a quick breather. We'll be back with the news report for you. But yeah, it's 4th June. So yeah, cadets may go, cadets may come, but the revolution has come to stay. We'll be back.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share. Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has called on global investors to view Africa not as a continent of risk, but as a continent of opportunity, as he outlined Ghana's economic recovery and investment prospects at the 12th Africa debate in London. That's more in this report.
Mahama has declared that Africa's future lies not in aid but in investment, urging global investors to seize the opportunities emerging across the continent. Addressing an audience of investors, policymakers, and business leaders at the 12th African debate in London, President Mahama said Africa is emerging as a major force in the global market, driven by its youthful population, vast natural resources, and growing market potential. He stressed that the continent is moving beyond the narrative of aid and dependency and is instead seeking fair, strategic, and mutually beneficial partnerships. The president noted that Africa remains one of the fastest growing regions in the world and possesses the critical minerals needed for the global energy transition, making it an increasingly important destination for investment.
Africa does not seek sympathy. Africa seeks partnerships, fair partnerships, strategic partnerships, mutually beneficial partnerships. The investors gathered here today, Africa is not a risk to be managed. Africa is an opportunity to be seized.
Turning to Ghana, President Mahama highlighted the country's economic turnaround since he assumed office in January 2025. He said disciplinary reforms have restored fiscal confidence, stabilized the economy, and renewed investor interest. The president pointed to falling inflation, a more stable city, improved physical performance, and stronger international reserves as evidence of Ghana's recovery.
The message I bring to investors today is simple. Ghana is open for business. But beyond that, Ghana is ready for strategic partnerships that are anchored in long-term value creation. Our government is undertaking major reforms to improve the ease of doing business.
President Mahama further called for reforms to the global financial system, urging that African countries continue to face unfair borrowing costs despite their enormous growth potential.
African countries continue to face disproportionately high borrowing costs despite carrying some of the world's greatest growth potential. Climate financing commitments made to developing nations have remained largely unmet.
He urged stronger UK-African economic cooperation based on investment, innovation, technology transfer, and industrialization rather than aid. For WoezorTV, Godfrey Amwafo reporting.
Still on the president, he has intensified efforts to attract foreign investment into Ghana's economy using one of the world's leading financial platforms to make his case. On Wednesday, June 3, President John Dramani Mahama rang the ceremonial opening bell at the London Stock Exchange in the United Kingdom, marking a significant moment in his visits to the UK and reinforcing Ghana's commitments to deepening international investment partnerships. He highlighted the growth strength of Ghana's capital markets and encouraged global investors to take advantage of opportunities on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
President John Dramani Mahama took center stage at the London Stock Exchange on Wednesday as he officially opened trading, part of efforts to showcase Ghana's investment potential to the international financial community and attract new capital into the country's economy. Speaking to a gathering of investors and market leaders, President Mahama highlighted the recent listing of Ghanaian beverage giant Café and described it as a clear example of opportunities available within Ghana's expanding consumer markets. The president emphasized that the Ghana Stock Exchange has developed the infrastructure needed for international participation, allowing investors from anywhere in the world to trade Ghanaian securities securely and efficiently. He noted that the exchange is affiliated with major global financial institutions, including the International Capital Market Association and the World Federation of Exchanges, demonstrating its adherence to international standards. Looking forward, President Mahama announced plans to list more state-owned enterprises on the stock market to improve transparency, strengthen corporate governance, and increase investment opportunities.
Government is committed to advancing the listing of state-owned enterprises on the stock exchange. And I've asked the minister to hand over as many of the state-owned enterprises to Abena as possible. SOE listings will deepen market liquidity, improve corporate governance, and give both domestic and international investors access to Ghana's most strategically significant companies. We're working actively on listings within the banking sector too, to bring additional financial institutions into the public market framework. We're exploring the infrastructure bond market, creating instruments specifically designed to attract diaspora capital.
He highlighted Ghana's strong market performance, stable democratic credentials, and commitment to economic growth, urging investors to become part of the country's next chapter of development. For WoezorTV, Godfred Amwafo reporting.
Now, away from the president, 4 people have been rescued and taken to the 37 military hospital after a 2-story building collapsed in Adenta in the Greater Accra region. 1 woman remains trapped under the rubble with rescue efforts ongoing. The Greater Accra Regional Fire Commander ACFO Richard Kwame Nisawu says the operation had been complicated by heavy concrete pillars that collapsed onto the victim. Preliminary reports suggest possible structural defects may have contributed to the incident. And away from Adenta, a fire outbreak has destroyed parts of a residential facility belonging to the Ghana Police Service and nearby warehouse at Makola in Accra. The Ghana National Fire Service says it's deployed 5 fire engines to bring the fire blaze under control after receiving a distress call on Wednesday evening. 1 firefighter sustained injuries during the operation and is currently receiving treatment. Authorities have launched investigations to determine the cause of the fire and where it originated. ACFO Richard Kwame Nisawu has been speaking at the scene.
We had a distress call at 20:06 hours reporting an outbreak of fire at one of the facilities here. Now, immediately a fire tender was dispatched from Accra City Fire Station. They got here and realized that the fire was well alight and they had to call for assistance. As we speak, we marshaled 5 fire engines and brought the fire under control. This is a residential accommodation. But then what you can also see is that workers and people around are patronizing the area, especially the frontage, and there is also a warehouse belonging to Ghana Water Company right behind. There are other people who are saying that the fire started in the warehouse and spread to the police quarters, and others are saying that it started with the police bungalows, quarters, and spread to the Ghana Water Company. But whatever the situation is, we have deployed our investigators, and I am sure that in a few days' time, we'll actually know where the truth lies. Right. Yes, we've registered 1 casualty, and currently he's responding to treatment at the police hospital. He was a driver. I don't want to mention his name. He is a driver, and then he engaged the pump, and unfortunately, the coupling shot out of the delivery outlet and hit his chest, and so he is now responding to treatment.
Now, Chief of Staff Julius Debra is urging African countries to strengthen their economic independence, saying true sovereignty depends on a nation's ability to provide opportunities, essential services, and development for its people. Speaking on behalf of President John Dramani Mahama at the 4th Interparliamentary Conference on Family, Sovereignty and Values, he called for stronger domestic production, support for African businesses, and expanded regional trade. Away from that, Finance Minister Dr. Kesel Atuforsen says he is confident Ghana's inflation rate will fall below 5% by the end of 2026, despite growing tensions in the Middle East. Speaking in an interview with Bloomberg, Dr. Forsen acknowledged that rising geopolitical tensions could drive up fuel and fertilizer prices and disrupt global supply chains. However, he said Ghana is well positioned to withstand these shocks, citing strong foreign exchange reserves, rising gold exports, and favorable commodity prices.
conflict poses some challenge on availability of petroleum products, conflict on the price of petroleum products, and then impact on the, most importantly, fertilizer and supply chain. The good news is that in Ghana, we do not have subsidies on petroleum product.
You rolled back some of those.
We don't have subsidies at all on petroleum product. And so there's not much of an impact on the national budget. The impact is more or less on balance of payment, the fact that you are spending so much foreign exchange to, in the past, maybe spending twice the same amount, the same United States dollars equivalent of the same, volumes that you will need.
Moving on, Interior Minister Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak is calling for stronger action to tackle drug abuse and secure Ghana's borders. Speaking during a stakeholder engagement in the Volta region, he warned that the rise in unauthorized border routes and youth drug abuse poses a threat to national security and urged collective efforts to address the challenges. There's more in this report.
Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak has begun a regional tour of the Volta region with a courtesy call on the regional minister and a meeting with the Regional Security Council. He later engaged opinion leaders, community leaders, and members of the clergy on issues of security, social cohesion, and national development. The minister expressed concern over the rising drug abuse among the youth and the growing number of unauthorized border routes, warning that both pose significant threats to national security.
A number of us here are helping others who are not Ghanaians to come into our country and assist them to go onto our national database. What we have identified as illegitimate crossing point, 102. Last year, we rescued people victims of this kind of slaughter, 714 of them. In 2025, the level of drug usage by our youth is getting to an alarming proportion. And I, in charge of Narcotics Control Commission, by His Excellency, we have 39%.
He called for a collective effort to address the challenges, stressing the need to protect the country's borders and safeguard young people from drug abuse. The Volta Regional Minister, James Gunu, also appealed to religious leaders and other stakeholders to continue promoting peace and unity, particularly in the wake of the recent tensions in the whole Zongo community.
But before development can happen, there need to be peace. There need to be unity. And that is what the Honorable Minister is championing. And that is what has led him to this region.
Meanwhile, the chief of the whole Zongo community urged an end to political interference in the community's long-standing conflict and called for traditional leaders to be allowed to mediate and resolve the dispute. For WoezorTV, Ellen from Point.
Now away from the Volta region, the Planning Committee of the National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving has announced that this year's observance will be held on July 1 under the theme Resetting Our Values to Build the Ghana We Want. The committee says the initiative seeks to inspire national reflection and promote values needed to strengthen Ghana's development and social cohesion. There's more in this report.
We all need somebody to lean on.
Preparations are underway for Ghana's second National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving, slated for July 1st. Speaking at the official media launch, Presidential Envoy for Interfaith and Ecumenical Relations, Elvis Afriye Ankara, said this year's observance comes at a time when the country is confronting challenges. According to him, the event will encourage Ghanaians to embrace values that contribute to national transformation and development.
Across the world, nations are grappling with complex challenges. Ghana is no exception. We face challenges relating to integrity, accountability, patriotism, indiscipline, corruption, social cohesion, and civic responsibility. While government interventions remain important, we must also recognize that sustainable national transformation begins with the values that shape our attitudes, choices, and actions.
Mr. Ankra stressed that the Ghana we want cannot be built solely through infrastructure, economic reforms, or political leadership. He says national progress must be rooted in the character, integrity, and sense of responsibility of the people.
The Ghana we desire to build cannot be built solely through infrastructure. It cannot be built solely through economic reforms. It cannot be built solely through political leadership. The Ghana we want must first be built in the hearts and minds of Ghanaians. The call to reset our values is therefore a call to every Ghanaian. It is a call to our leaders, religious institutions, our schools, our families, our youth, corporate Ghana, and more.
The National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving brings together Christians, Muslims, traditional leaders, and citizens across the country in a collective expression of gratitude, prayer, and reflection for national peace, unity, and progress. Reporter for WoezorTV, Belinda Annan-Kwanzaa.
Time now for some international news. At least 21 people, including several foreign nationals, have been killed in a devastating fire at a hotel in India's capital, New Delhi. Authorities say the blaze broke out in a 4-story building in the Malviya Nagar area, trapping dozens of occupants inside. Witnesses reported seeing people jump from upper floors to escape the flames as residents rushed to assist rescue efforts. Emergency responders rescued more than 40 people and transported them to nearby hospitals, with several victims reported to be in critical conditions. Officials believe the fire may have originated from a restaurant operating on the ground floor of the building. Police have launched an investigation and detained the building's owner as authorities work to determine the cause of the tragedy. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed condolences to the families of the victims and pledged support to those affected by the incident. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen Naoyokoti.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Many thanks for still staying with us right here on WoezorTV. This is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. It's time for us to head into the sports update. This morning we focus on the post-season era as transfers are ongoing at various levels. And also we wrap up with some tennis news. Remember, the Roland Garros is still ongoing with a lot of turnouts. I'll bring you all the updates on that particular one. My name is Randy Ahaji. Let's start off with issues on the transfer market. AC Milan, they are heavily in the market space. They have emerged as serious contenders to sign Crescencio Somerville, who is 24, who plays for West Ham United in the EPL. Now we also know well that he's a Dutch winger, and he is also attracting interest from Tottenham Hotspur as well as Aston Villa. So AC Milan, they are actually the lead contenders for the 24-year-old West Ham player who also doubles as a Dutch winger. Let's see which of the clubs who pen the signature of the young chap. Remember, Tottenham as well as Aston Villa are all interested in signing him. But elsewhere, Real Madrid on the other side are expected to trigger the 17.3 million euros release clause to sign Inter Milan and Netherlands right back Denzel Dumfries, who is 30 years of age. So in other news, Real Madrid are also keen in signing the player from Inter Milan to add up to their squad. Remember, they have had a new coach heading into next season as well. But back to the EPL, Newcastle United, they have submitted a 24 million euros bid to sign AK Stockholm's 18-year-old Nigerian winger Zadok Yohana. He is also on the radar of Newcastle United. But let's move on to the other club that is also chasing some good players out there. Atletico Madrid, they are in the stories this morning as well. Atletico Madrid are keen on signing Manchester City and Netherlands midfielder Tijani Reinders, who is 27 years of age. He played very well for the City lads in last season's campaign, did so well. But let's see if indeed he will move away from Etihad and move to Spain to play for Atletico Madrid. But elsewhere, Kieran McKenna and Thomas Frank are also leading contenders to replace outgoing Fulham boss Marco Silva, who is set to replace Jose Mourinho at Benfica. And that's the latest update with regards to the managerial positions and the slots available to the various clubs as well. Finally, on transfer, Everton are chasing Arsenal's forward Gabriel Jesus, who is 29 years of age, but want the Premier League champions to reduce their 20 million euros asking price. So that is it with the latest update in the camp of Everton as well as Arsenal. They are much interested in signing Brazil forward, the man who plays for Arsenal as well. He's 29 years of age. Let's see if indeed Jesus would want to move away from champions of England and join Everton. Interesting days ahead. We'll follow it keenly and bring you updates on that particular. But let's wrap it up this morning with issues on tennis, especially with regards to what's happening at the Roland Garros. Aina Sabalenka would not say it, but there is an insatiable feeling that another golden opportunity to add to her dynasty has slipped through after failing in yesterday's encounter. You move forward, the Belarusian has been the dominant force in women's tennis for the past 2 years, prevailing opponents on the way to 11 WTA titles and a 93-week stint at the top of the rankings. But some would argue that Sabalenka's tally of 4 Grand Slam singles titles is not enough, given her superiority and the strong position she has found herself in at the majors. In a draw without any major champions left, Sabalenka was the overwhelming favorite to land her first Roland Garros title, but she threw that away, a set and a double break advantage against Schneider. So that's the latest updates as far as the Roland Garros is concerned. And again, we'll keep our eyes on that and bring you all the updates for those of you who are tennis lovers. And indeed, that is the sports update this morning. And Asante welcomes your way with e-updates. My name is Randy Ahaji. There is more after the break.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
Welcome back from that quick break. You're still watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. This is the entertainment update. My name is Frida Asantuachum, and here are today's headlines. Kofi Kinate's World Cup song shows how music can unite a nation. DJ Slim's comments highlight an important lesson about burning bridges. Michael Blankton's wants Ghana's global story told through its people. Jennifer Lopez's response highlights the challenge of fame in social media era. Jeffrey Note's comment highlights the human side of creativity. Now to the details, and we're starting off with that of Kofi Kinate's, and excitement builds ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Ghanaian musician Kofi Kinate has joined the wave of support for the Black Stars with a new song dedicated to Ghana's national team. Released during a live session which was on TikTok on June 2nd. The High Life anthem combines energetic rhythms with messages of national pride, encouraging Ghanaians to rally behind the team as they prepare for football's biggest stage. But beyond the music, the song serves as a celebration of Ghanaian identity through its local language,
cultural imagery, and visuals showcasing Ghana's attractions. The project uses football as a platform to promote the country's heritage to a global audience. At a time when sports and entertainment increasingly intersect, Kenyatta's latest release reminds us that supporting the Black Stars can also be an opportunity to showcase the best of Ghana to the world. Now, I think that this is one of the best music videos about the World Cup that we have seen so far. I mean, first of all, it is Ghana we are talking about, the Black Stars. We all love them and we are all supporting them with the World Cup. We are just hoping that possibly and hopefully they can bring the cup home. And let's also talk about the music in the language in there, the fact that he actually still stick to his root as a high life musician. You know, sometimes when you want some of these songs to travel commercially, you are looking at English, more English, so that you're thinking people should understand the song and what have you, but he still stuck to his Ghanaian roots, some local language here and there, and that's something that we all love also about Kofi Kenyatta. And let's also talk about the attractions in there. He is beautifully showcasing Ghana to the world. So if everyone or everybody should come across this video, they are just looking at some of the beautiful places that we have here in Ghana. So kudos going out to Kofi Kenyatta on this one. These are some of the things I always say that we love to see. If you haven't seen the music video yet, you should go take your time and then have a look at it. Now let's move away from that and let's talk about DJ Slim's criticism of Shatta Wale's appearance at Kweku Smoke's London concerts. Now, it has reignited conversations about one of Ghana's music's most talked about relationships. Now, Speaking on the Street is Watching podcast, the media personality questioned why Shatta Wale would use Kweku Smoke's platform to promote his own concert after years of public disagreement between the two artists. Now, yet beyond the controversy lies a valuable lesson about relationships and growth in the entertainment business. The music industry is full of rivalries that eventually give way for collaborations, reconciliation, or mutual benefit. Now, whether in entertainment or everyday life, the story serves as a reminder that today's disagreement may not define tomorrow's opportunity. It is also a caution to fans who often take celebrity feuds personally. Never burn bridges on behalf of people who may eventually find common ground themselves.
I just say friends a political discussion be ana bibisa on a certain topic me familiar with. Obetima can the dynamics be aka ho. Then I side with this person. Meanwhile, if you get the context of it, you say no, it is far different from it.
Yeah.
So he has built a machine, and when I say he has built a machine, because wow, you would know where the heat was coming from.
Yeah.
They've actually sat down, built a machine, a propaganda machine to repeat these things. Stoneboy is not real or you fake, and then so now I ask, say, when it was time for somebody you threatened to kill his career, beat him up, when you needed a platform to sell your ticket, where are they?
So on the platform, so. And that was what, honestly, I was very shocked.
Dear Oya real or
no, because Yatsna say me and my
entertainment.
So this is one of the things that is currently trending also on the highway of X, formerly Twitter. Now, we all saw the news. We also saw what was happening between Shatta Wale and Kweku Smoke. But there's a bigger conversation here. Are we all not excited seeing Shatta Wale and Sarkodie perform both on stage or together on stage? It was beautiful. Look at their costume. They were so, they were just looking lovely. And those are the things that we should focus on and look at. At the long run, or at the end of the day, they've come together, they've given us a good show, and then people are talking about it. People went, they had fun, and they enjoyed themselves. Sometimes you shouldn't concentrate too much on the bad side of some of these stories. Yes, reality checked. Fact is, he actually said some one or two things against the artist, but they've reconciled. They've given us a good show, and that is all that matters. And to you, the fans out there, trust me, sometimes the fights, they are not really worth it because you have no idea. These people pick phones and they have conversations, and you are in the comfort of your home fighting with another person because of the same people. So sometimes you have to be also careful and cautious when you're fighting for some of these celebrities that you love out there. Now, Michael Blankson also visited the Ga Manche, and it is more than just a catty visit because he is also promoting something great. Now, the visit is part of a broader effort to strengthen Ghana's connection with the world. The Ghanaian-American comedian recently reaffirmed his roots, speaking proudly about his family ties to Agona in Saba and Kumasi while expressing gratitude to the King Taki Teiko True II for welcoming the 233 Connect team. Now, through the 233 Connect initiative, Blankson hopes to showcase Ghana's culture, tourism and investment opportunities to international audiences and the diaspora. His efforts reflect a growing trend among global personalities of Ghanaian heritage who are using their platforms to serve as cultural ambassadors. The bigger story is not simply where Blankson comes from, but how influential members of the diaspora can help tell Ghana's story to the world.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. It's so much fun. I wish I was gone. How can I sign up to be gone? There's like an application I have to sign up for. You'll be done soon. Wow. You know, I was born in this country. Actually, born outside of right outside of Ashama. My mother's from Agona and Saba. My father's from Kumasi. I left Ghana as a kid. Spent time in Liberia, Nigeria, and I grew up in the United States. Recently came back and built a free school in a village in Agona Saba. So, you know, I come to Ghana quite often, probably 8 times a year, just to check up on the kids. And in the process of all that is how I met Naomi. And, you know, she's been pretty much showing me around and guiding me. She's a lawyer as well, so I needed a lawyer. So everything kind of happened at the same time. And then she's also very involved with the youth and entertainment.
So that is Michael Blankson when he paid the courtesy visit to the Ga Manche. And these are also some of the things that we love to see. I love it when I see people trying to put Ghana out there. And that is what every influential person should do. Sometimes you need to serve as a cultural ambassador to the motherland. Very, very, very necessary because we have a lot that the world is even yet to see. Now, some international stories, and Jennifer Lopez has once again found herself responding to dating rumors. Now, this time involving her Office Romance co-star Britt Goldstein. Now, during an appearance on NBC's Today Show on June 2nd, both actors firmly denied speculations that they were in a relationship, with Lopez noting that she is frequently linked to people she simply happens to work with. While celebrity romance rumors are nothing new, the exchange highlights how quickly assumptions can spread in today's digital culture. A photograph, a public appearance, or a professional collaboration can instantly become a viral narrative. Lopez's response serves as a reminder that visibility often comes with scrutiny, and that in an era driven by speculation, facts can sometimes struggle to keep pace with assumptions.
What say?
That it might be real.
Oh,
that you might actually be dating in real life.
There's never a time when I am seen with somebody or working with somebody where they don't try to put me with the person.
That's true.
It's
But
I think if you stand near her,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
That's what you wish would happen. No.
Yeah, that's why I've been standing so close.
Well, okay, but I'll just say, because I'm me and you know me.
Yes.
That was not an answer.
That was not an answer. It
Yeah,
was
you
an
didn't
answer.
say yes or no.
Because all these people that they put me, I think I was with Kevin Costner this year. I was with, there was a lot of people.
No,
it happens all the time.
That's what happens when you're like a
Doesn't
hot,
make it
eligible,
true.
single person. Okay, so you're not dating.
In as much as we all love these two celebrities, trust me, sometimes we need to calm down. We need to take it easy on them. And now she's come out. She's told us the reality of the story. So please, no more assumptions, no more spreading false rumors. She said that there's nothing going on between them and they just happened to star in a movie together, which which is office romance. Now to something that happened here, and Jeffrey Note says one of the biggest misconceptions about creative work is that people often see the final product without understanding the emotions behind it. Now speaking on Tune Talk, the actor and content creator revealed that many of the stories, characters and themes he develops are inspired by personal experiences and real-life situations. He also reflected on the challenges creatives face in the age of social media, where criticisms can sometimes overlook the human effort behind the work. Now, rather than focusing on online negativity, Notice's comments highlight a broader conversation about empathy in the digital era. As audiences consume more content than ever before, his message serves as a reminder that behind every performance, script, or viral character is a person navigating real emotions, experiences, and pressures that viewers may never see.
Praising me, to an extent, 80% of the things I put out there, I'm the one going through it. First time saying it.
Okay, that's an exclusive.
Yeah, 80%. Yeah, I'm the one going through it. If I'm touching on a quite sensitive topic and it has got to do with women, probably someone very close is going to. So if I'm writing, I'm actually talking to the person. So how do you feel? How do you do this? How do you do that? I don't just write out of the blue. Let me just pick a random topic. No, I'm actually inspired by something. So yeah, creatives, they cry a lot. Because you sit here to entertain people.
Very sad.
Yeah. So take it easy with the...
So that's it for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. For more entertainment, stories, lifestyle, and trending news, do well to stay with us right here on WoezorTV. The show still continues. My name is Rita Satubachum. Thank you for staying with me.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad. even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
All right, thank you for still staying with us here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Ura Adams Karim. Very beautiful conversation about to happen, and you know me, I love bikes. Anything that involves bike, anything that involves riding, count me in. A day inside, full nyanya gidigba, we know the fallback. Last year we had the same conversation. A young man, group of young Ghanaian adventurous men who went on an expedition all the way into Senegal, came back home. And they still continue to do their activities within the country. But beyond just riding and traveling within the African continent, they also embark on a campaign that ensures general safety for riders on our roads. So most often than not, a lot of us ignore these riders. We don't care about them. We assume that because they are bikes, before you realize you've taken a life you never intended to take. Some of us on our phones, we forget that there are riders on the road. Some of us don't use our mirrors. We use them to only check our eyebrows and to wear what do you call it? Pons on our faces while we're driving. We don't use them for the purposes for which we use them. And there are two young men in studio with me this morning who are going to walk us through the Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign that they're running. And some statistics that they've just shared with me this morning. Very, very staggering statistics, but we'll have that conversation. Joining me is Daniel Shirfi. Daniel is a known figure within the motorcycle community in Ghana. He's the face behind Gear Shift Academy. He's also known as the Moto Checker. And we're here today with the AIS around in 7, team captain for 2026, Christopher Matuk has also joined us in studio. Gentlemen, good morning, and thank you for coming to WoezorTV.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Charlie, you're looking fire. I mean, I like that.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a CF Moto helmet.
I like it. I like CF Moto. Anyway, Charlie, Chris, it's the first time here with us.
Yes.
How's it going? How's life as a biker?
It's good. Thank God we're still alive.
Yeah.
So look twice for us so we can stay alive.
But have you been involved in an accident before?
Yes, quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did it happen? Somebody's...
one person fell asleep behind the wheel.
Oh, mine.
And another was a drunkard crossing the road.
Oh, mine. Oh, mine. Yeah. I can imagine. Charlie, but how is it going? Daniel, you've been running this for the longest. Are we seeing any improvement in the statistics?
Yes, for me, I am not going to stop.
Okay.
I see this as sitting in a ship with a hole in it, and water keeps coming into the ship.
Okay.
I have to continually fetch the water out of the ship. The day I stop fetching the water is the day the ship sinks.
Absolutely.
And so I'm going to continue until my last breath.
Great.
Putting the motorcyclists out there so that the motorcyclists will be seen.
Okay.
So that somebody will look out for a motorcyclist. It's an intervention, you know. The risk factor is high.
Okay.
All this we do to try and mitigate the risks associated with motorcycling. And so I can never stop campaigning. I can never stop asking anybody to look to us for a motorcyclist. I can never stop amplifying the motorcyclists.
Absolutely.
I can never stop it.
So who found the other? Did you find him or he found you?
You mean as friends?
Yes, I mean in this business, who lobbied
I think we just met by chance at a shop, a bike shop at Kukumlimli.
Okay.
Robust.
Yeah.
And I think because of our connection with safety and awareness and motorcycling, we became good friends right away.
Yeah.
We've lost track of time since then.
And then you just picked it up from there.
Yes.
Great, but I know you have this campaign coming up.
Yes.
Walk us through the fine details.
Yeah, so May is Global Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month.
Okay.
And so every May, every serious motorcyclist person or motorcyclist around the world champions motorcycle safety. I'm not saying that we shouldn't champion motorcycle safety daily, but in May, we amplify it. And so at the end of May, we always have an activation where we hoist placards, give out flyers, talk to drivers nicely. That could just be the difference between life and death. A driver might just have a change of mind. So we choose very busy streets in Accra. All bikers are invited. In fact, some who are not even bikers and care about road safety are invited. We walk in traffic, try and appeal. It's an appeal. We can't fight them. They're in better position than we are. And so we just appeal so that somebody will just have a change of mind. Somebody will now begin to look out for motorcyclists. Somebody before changing a lane will look over their shoulder and look over the other shoulder again. And so we have a placard here that says 37% of motorcycle crashes result in death or serious injury.
Wow.
I think that we are even being charitable.
Wow.
And I'm sure you agree with me.
No, of course.
That this 37% this is even stark.
Yeah.
And so us being charitable is a call to action. Let's begin to see motorcyclists on our road.
Absolutely.
Yes. Bikers have families too. Their families are waiting for them at home.
No, I mean, and in the case of bikers, I mean, once you're involved in an accident, is more dire because your one leg is going or one arm is going or.
Yeah, we don't have.
We've lost many people. Last year, we buried a young boy because an Uber driver was
on his phone
mapping just right here in airports. We buried him in the Volta region. Beginning of the year, somebody's hand has been amputated because a driver traveling from Audume towards Abosokai last minute decided not to go over the bridge but go down, and then he clipped somebody and the guy's hand has been amputated. He's maimed for life. Just because somebody didn't look out for him.
God damn it.
2 seconds would have been the difference.
Challenge.
Somebody will live without a hand for the rest of their lives. A young guy, he's not 30 years old. If he has 40 years ahead of him, he's going to live 40 years without a limb. Even if you fix an artificial prosthesis, it will never be the same.
Absolutely.
Just because somebody didn't look out for a motorcyclist.
Interesting. Chris, so when is this campaign? When is it happening?
It's happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yes.
Where are we meeting?
We're meeting at the roundabout under the bridge. Mahama roundabout.
Yes.
Then I think it's 5 p.m., correct?
No, 3 to 6 p.m.
3 to 6 p.m.,
Yes.
sorry.
There is heavy traffic flow from Bemakam towards the Mahama roundabout, and then there's also heavy traffic flow from Palace Mall.
Yes.
So
we want to
target
take advantage.
that roundabout and then give out as many flyers as possible.
You say all bikers?
All bikers.
The delivery bikers to
Everybody is welcome. In fact, they need it more than we do.
Those guys that do dagger with plain rice and stew, when it gets to me, it becomes jollof. Please, what are you doing about those people?
2 weeks ago, the Rotary Club of Ghana, and this is their second edition, invited me to come and train and then talk to them. So that's also being tackled, where we try to talk to riders to also behave properly on the road. But this one is an appeal that seeks to light a flame of mercy, a flame of tolerance, a flame of consideration, because the motorcyclist is vulnerable. We are the vulnerable ones on the road, and so we'll deal with our own. We'll get them, whip them in line to do what is right. what ought to be done right.
Yeah.
They should be law abiding. They should attire properly, and then we also deal with those who are in a better position to help us.
I think those
alive.
of you who ride the bigger bikes, you are more, more security conscious, more safety conscious as compared to, your brothers and sisters who do the Royal, the Okada guys, the delivery guys.
I would think it's the same for both ways.
Yeah.
You will meet some Okada riders that are fully geared.
Okay.
And you meet some that are not.
Those who work in companies.
Yeah.
Well, policy.
I know some private riders that
who also
fully gear and they are Okada riders. The same way we have some with big bikes. No matter how much advice you give them, you see them when Charlie Wote.
And you just mentioned that some people work in companies and because of the policy, they attire properly. That shouldn't be the case. When you are no more, the company moves on. The next second, they hire somebody to replace you.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a matter of policy. You should care about your own safety and then attire properly, not because the company is saying that you should attire properly.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
I get it.
I have this saying that I said that which part of your body do you deem more important than the other? You see somebody wear a helmet, not wear a jacket, wear a jacket, not wear boots, but every part of your body is equally important. So if you are attiring, attire properly from head to toe. But don't make the riding gear a license to be foolish. Excuse my language.
Okay.
The riding gear doesn't prevent you from dying. It increases your surviving chances.
Okay.
If you break one hand, maybe you get a bruise. Or if you break two hands, maybe one hand will break.
Okay.
We don't know. We are only putting in measures to try and, reduce the risk. Okay. So wear riding gear by all means, but don't make it a license to be reckless or be foolish.
Interesting. So tomorrow, 3 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
The roundabout on the Mahama Road.
Yes.
And then we are going to move all the way to. So that's a starting point. Just going.
We are going to be
there.
Station there. We'll be moving up and down, up and down. Yes.
Okay.
So we target the Palace Mall to Mahama Roundabout. We target the Bema Camp to Mahama Roundabout. We target even those in the roundabout and even target those who are going towards Chado.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Giving out as many flyers as possible. We have T-shirts with "Look Twice for Motorcycles" written on them.
Okay.
That is also an advertisement on it. We try to light a flame of consideration, a flame of mercy. People should start seeing motorcyclists and not knock them down.
Start seeing motorcyclists and not knock them down. Motorcyclists, when you see human beings. So let me narrate what happened.
Please go ahead.
It was the last week or 2 weeks ago. I was from work and I was driving home, just around airport.
Yeah.
This Okada guy knocked a woman, and was about to flee. So I was quick enough. I saw it in the car. Fortunately, someone was driving me, so I got out of the car, and then I went to place my hand on the bike and I said, "Hey,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The motor na boni pa na open them. We do number many pan open them akoni pan for our own fact. So I had to impress on him to pick the woman on the bike, and then I marched them
to the hospital
all the way to airport clinic. To see to it that the woman was taken care of.
I cracked the whip. I cracked the whip.
Took a picture of him and the bike, and I allowed him to go. I told him if anything happens to her, we'll look for him.
I cracked the whip with my fellow motorcyclists. I have a lot of people who have issues with me because I cracked the whip. Because I go to places and some of the things I hear about us motorcyclists is very...
No, it's not nice.
It's not nice. And so I try to check my own people before even asking for people to take care of us. But I know it comes with it. I have a lot of enemies because I cracked the whip. Do you understand? But I have to crack the whip at home before I can go and ask somebody to take care of me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so some motorcyclists are horrible. Just before walking into the studio, somebody sent me a video of 4 Okada riders burning someone's car.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw
video.
it too?
Yeah, I saw that video as well.
In front of a
somebody knocked somebody down, and so you take the law into your own hands and go and burn.
Oh, but I lost my car. About in 2022.
You did what?
Yeah, I lost my car like that. It was bent.
Really?
Yes.
By who?
Motorcyclists around Akachiabo. Yes.
I never knew.
Yeah. Charlie.
So just like the one that happened.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. In fact, in this one,
what kind of
the motorcyclist, the Okada rider was the one who made a mistake because he joined the road. There's a highway. He joined without watching. How they usually would just turn.
They do.
Yeah, so he just turned like that. Unfortunately for me, the car is big, so the mirror hit him and then threw him off. Unfortunately, we lost him. So the people got angry, and then set the car ablaze.
We are joking.
Yeah, just like that.
Wow.
Interesting story for another day.
Anyway, but you see, if we don't take time, it's going to be an eye for an eye, and that will leave the whole world blind.
But
I know.
But who will lose more?
Who will lose more? An eye for an eye. So we are losing motorcyclists.
Yeah.
Imagine you carry that pain in you, and you are just knocking down motorcyclists. The least opportunity you get, you knock a motorcycle.
The good thing is that I'm a motorcyclist myself, so that's the only good thing. Because I always would look, whenever I'm driving, I need to turn, I need to, there are even instances where you're going, you want to take a turn, there's a motorcyclist ahead of you, you know that, even if you overtake, you'll still be able to turn before he gets there. But I just like, you know what, you let him just go.
Yeah, let him go.
Let him just go with his matters before you turn. But
make it take in rice or go.
Yeah, that's that. Ekino can take in Regis for my blues. But anyway, so viewers, Christopher Matuk, Daniel Ashrifi joined us this morning. They're inviting us all to join them tomorrow at the, Mahama Road, where we're going to be giving out leaflets and educating drivers and road users to look twice for motorcyclists. It's extremely important. The odds are heavily against motorcyclists, and so it's important that we rehash the message, we re-echo it, and remind ourselves on our duties on the road. Beyond just following what the rules of the road are, let's be empathetic towards the cyclists as well, and hopefully we'll have very safe roads that we all can fly. And this is where we draw the curtains for the show this morning. Remember, my name is Eura Adams Karim, and a big thank you to the rest of the team and to you, our viewers, for staying with us this morning. Bye-bye. Catch you tomorrow.